Welcome to the BFF Reporter. I'm host Mike B, aka Phony. The timeline got a little screwed up here, so if this is the MineCraft episode, which, well, this is the MineCraft episode, but if you're watching it before the Final Fantasy episodes, then that means that when Final Fantasy or Square Enix decided to push back their NDA, I got screwed. But if you're watching this after, then that means everything went fine, so just totally forget anything I'm talking about right now. So anyways, MineCraft.
Let me give you some backstory here. First off, this app is developed by one guy. It's seen some mild success throughout its alpha phase, but recently has received a major push after being shown on Machinima, as well as some other popular YouTubers channels like CNanners, which is an interesting point, I think, because CNanners is a Modern Warfare 2 guy, and he is all over this game doing episode releases and tutorials. But at the same time, I have all of you guys, who are primarily MMO players, riding my ass to check it out. So I guess it just goes to show the broad demographic that this style reaches. You could almost compare it to, like, Angry Birds. I mean, who doesn't like Angry Birds? So when you first get into the game, you're thinking, okay, so I can break blocks and it goes into my inventory bar here, and I just do that, and I can put them and rebuild them by right-clicking. And it seems kind of like this repetitive thing. And look, if you got in the game and played it for a couple hours and just thought, wow, this is really boring, I'm out, peace, then you probably did exactly what I did. I played this game for probably about 3-4 hours or so before I actually looked it up and to kind of research how to do specific things. I hit like the I key and this crafting thing came up and I was like, oh shit, I totally missed the entire point of the game. I've been wasting my time. So after several hours of playing, I took this little piece of land here, which as you can see, this is a very large chunk of land. And I turned it into, let's see, this. But it wasn't easy, especially since I was doing it wrong. You see, the game has a day and night cycle. During the day, there are cows and chickens and pigs and all that. And at night, giant spiders, skeletons, and zombies. Now, I know you're thinking, f*** zombies, wow. Hold that thought. These are exploding zombies, and if you plan it right, you can get them to help you gather resources. Or they could, you know, if you're not paying attention, blow a big ass hole in your front gate. Either way, it's not your typical zombie. At least I can't think of another game where zombies explode. Well, yeah, I can, but... Now that I've shown you how to fail, let me show you how to do the exact opposite. Every single level is randomly generated, which is kind of cool. Again, keep in mind, this is the single player mode. I'll give you a little glimpse of multiplayer later because it is a total mind f***, let me tell you. First thing you do when you get in is you run over to the nearest tree and you beat the hell out of it. You gather yourself a lot of wood and then you go over and you want to find yourself a nice little base. This looks like a cozy little hole right here. Don't feel like going anywhere else. Gonna go ahead and fill in these plots. Now I pop open my inventory and I take the wood that I just chopped and I turn it into wood planks. And then I take the wood planks and I can turn them into this workbench. The workbench will give you a 3x3 grid, which will allow you to create more sophisticated items, and I guess is a way for them to prevent you from being able just to build something that's, I guess, rather complicated just about anywhere in the world. Kind of makes you want to set up a base. The types of items that can be crafted range from food and plateware, to weapons and armor, to picks and shovels. Pretty much everything. This thing that I'm using right here is a pick made out of wood that allows me to cut through these stone blocks a whole lot faster. If I were to use my fist in this situation, it would take me about 5 to 10 seconds per block. And you think, oh, well, that's no big deal, so I make a pickaxe and I'm good to go, right? Wrong. Everything has a durability on it, and once a durability reaches 0, you have to remake that item. The stronger the item, let's say if you make it out of diamonds or stone or platinum or whatever other kind of weird materials they have, then the longer they will last. Check it out, I'm about to surprise attack this chicken. What's up, chicken? Oh, punching the face. I just destroyed my sign. I'm gonna beat the hell out of you with my sign, I suppose. Now, the reason why I'm killing this chicken is because I need the items that it drops. It drops feathers. I can use the feathers to make arrows, and then I can make a bow with a string or a thread from a spider and other wooden pieces I put together. At some point here, I actually figured out how to make a boat, which was, I mean, kind of awesome, I suppose, but some people are out there making actual roller coaster rides, so I guess the boat really isn't shit. Other random things you can do is like plant a garden, you can kill cows, get their skins and make a helmet out of it, you can make a picket fence, I suppose, and then have a zombie come and shit in your work. Perhaps one of the biggest pulls of this game is the fact that you could do anything and everything reacts the way it typically is supposed to. For example, the deeper I dig into this tunnel and get away from the primary entrance, the darker it gets. But if I hack a hole in the ceiling and the light comes through, it floods everything around me and now I can see again. Water functions the same way. You could actually create channels and direct water to where you want it to go, and you could use it as a device of maybe carrying animals or zombies at night into like a killing grounds, and then, you know, ice them from a distance with your bow and arrow. Did I just say ice them? As I said before, every world you generate is completely different and random, and completely awesome. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm doing all the way up here. I'm not necessarily just looking out for what's around. I'm going to kill myself. And for good reason. That big ass tower that I just built, guess what? Now I can find it from wherever I'm at in the world. It's kind of like the Stratosphere Tower in Vegas. Kind of like the man's compass, because we refuse to ask for directions. Hey, look, there's a Stratosphere Tower. I know where I am now. You have to be careful though, because if you don't have all your stuff inside of like a chest that you could build, then you're gonna have to run around and pick up all your crap again. Combat's pretty straightforward. You can build different types of weapons. You got your bow, you have your sword, and then you walk around basically just click on the dudes. You have to time it though, because you can take damage if you don't time it correctly. This is an open sandbox. It's clearly been open for a while because everybody I don't even know what's going on. There's just so much crazy crap going on here. I mean, I see the mushroom, I see some people tagging the walls with blocks, and there's just so much nonsense going on. It's crazy. So right now, multiplayer is an alpha. The entire game is an alpha. This game is got a lot of work ahead of it, but it's very obvious to me that this game could be pretty successful should certain things be applied correctly. And if I may go ahead and chime in, I personally believe that he should not be selling these things for whatever it is, $10 to $20. He should open up an item store, allow anybody to get in and play the game, because it is addicting. Go get the game yourself. The classic version is free, and play it. It is addicting, trust me. Then he can open up an item store that sells vanity items or decorations or whatever, because people totally buy into that stuff. And then he can make tons of cash. And with that comes tons of development, which, you know, could eventually lead to maybe a console release. I don't know. And then everybody gets to be happy. So, just my 2 cents.
Alright, so a lot of you guys bugged me to check out this game, and it's confusing because it's not really an MMO. Not really. It's like a big play pen or something. I don't even know. What are you guys expecting from this? You guys are the one that told me to play this game, so I want to know what do you guys see in this? And is this like a meme? Is that what it is? Like it's hot right now, and then in like 30 days it's gonna be like totally gone. Let me know in the comments below, or at aka MikeB on Facebook, Twitter, and I think that's pretty much it right now. And that's it. So I'll see you guys next week.